I wanted to do something that would change the way the world works in fundamental ways. Agriculture is key because, of course, it feeds the human population, and as you feed the human population, it grows and it has a bigger and bigger impact unless you get smarter and smarter about how you utilize resources. I'm a farm kid. I knew from my upbringing that there were a lot of opportunities for applying cutting-edge technology and state-of-the-art science to farming practices in order to improve efficiency and improve the farmer's bottom line, but also reduce the environmental footprint.
The equipment we make measures different attributes and different things cattle do. For example, how much they eat, how much they weigh. It can measure water intake, and it measures metabolic gas emissions from cattle, including methane, carbon dioxide, oxygen uptake, and even hydrogen.
From the time that that animal walks into that system, we're going to start capturing data. So not only that methane data, but also carbon dioxide.
You can't ignore biology when you develop strategy for trying to control air pollution in large areas.
Everybody is pledging that we're going to be climate neutral by 2040, 2050. So how can CLOC start to offer opportunities for these companies to measure their Scope 3 emissions? The key thing for us is real-time data monitoring.
We can transmit that data in almost real time back to our laboratories. So teachers can have it transmitted to their classrooms so they can see a cow and they can see the trace on the graph, all in just about real time.
We can monitor all these different, thousands of machines all over the globe to determine how well they're functioning, determine if they're being used correctly, and determine if they're calibrated.
It's all about network connectivity when it comes to our equipment. We need our equipment to be online and communicating to our servers. We take that information and we try to find problems before it affects our client's data. And our job is to make sure that when a client is running an active trial, that the data they're collecting is pure and accurate.
In the old days, we actually had strip chart recorders that had a pen that had an inkwell on it, and it would track a voltage up and down. And you would get yards and yards and yards of paper on the floor with this going up and down, and you had to measure the size of the peak and the widths of the peak, and that's how it was done. And it was tedious, and it was inaccurate, and it was expensive.
When my ranch is 7 hours away, I can't just go the next day or that morning and be like, oh, I'm gonna go offload data. Inside the animal science world, it's not uncommon to have to wait for some sort of cycle or system to evolve. Now with the technology that we have in that real-time connection, we can just speed up the process and make sure that the time that we're spending collecting data is actually working every day.
Our ability to see this data in real time and to analyze it and to archive it forever, it's really paramount to our success and our ongoing development.
We have a cellular modem in almost every one of our machines, and through that we utilize Verizon Wireless's SIM cards for those. It's very reliable, never have a problem with them.
If we didn't have connectivity, our business would have failed because our clients would have not been able to operate these machines without us being able to determine what's going on.
The communication and network capabilities that Verizon does offer puts our clients at ease. It's one less thing they have to worry about. Partnering with Verizon Wireless has been just nothing but a resounding success on our side.